Thank you. No question. The member from Kitchener-Conestoga.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Premier, for 5 years you chose to risk the lives of Ontarians to save a few bucks on your substandard winter road maintenance contracts.
Yep, put the earmuffs on.
5 years in which the auditor revealed continued lax standards meant uncleared roads that were the direct result of your government's flawed cost-cutting contracts. You knew the dangers for years, and yet you did nothing.
People died.
You failed to act.
Actually, all of you know better.
Premier, you failed to act and people actually died. Premier, why did you refuse to lift a finger when ministry staff warnings cried out for your action to prevent untimely winter road deaths?
Question. Thank you.
Minister of Transportation.
Transportation.
Thanks very much, Speaker. I want to thank the member from Kitchener-Conestoga for that question. As I said last week, when the auditor brought forward her report, it contained 8 recommendations, Speaker, and as I've said, as the ministry has said in that report, all 8 of the auditor's recommendations have been accepted, and we will continue to go forward working on those recommendations, Speaker. But it is important to remember that in 2013, the Ministry of Transportation undertook an internal review, Speaker. That was before the Public Accounts Committee asked the auditor to do her work. So in 2013, as a result of the internal review that the ministry undertook, Speaker,
The member from Renfrew, second time. The member from Stormont, and the member from Lanark, second time. Carry on.
Thank you, Speaker. As I said, as a response to the internal review that we did conduct in 2013, Speaker, over 100 new pieces of equipment have been added, both for Northern Ontario and also for Southern Ontario. Additional materials have been brought forward, additional oversight, Speaker. We'll continue to work hard on this matter. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Speaker. Well, I will remind the Minister that the problems on Ontario roads started in 2009, not 2013. Premier, ministry staff repeatedly issued stern, serious warnings for winter road clearing under your new substandard contract regime, but you chose to ignore them. You made calculated decisions to save a few bucks by carrying on with your new substandard winter road clearing contracts, and people lost their lives. Carol Milokovic, the wife and mother of Robert and Daniel, still want answers. The families of Alyssa McEwen and Jessica Chamberlain deserves answers. Premier, you ignored warnings. You've ignored your responsibility to Ontario families. Why are you ignoring the calls for a coroner's inquest into these wrongful deaths?
Thank you. Minister.
Thanks very much, Speaker. As I've said repeatedly, whenever I hear of a fatality on a highway anywhere in Ontario, whether it takes place in winter or in any other season, of course, Speaker, I feel heartfelt sympathy, and I offer condolences to the friends and family of anyone who loses their life on an Ontario highway. It's why it is so fundamentally important at the Ministry of Transportation to make sure that we maintain the strong track record that we do have, Speaker. For the last 13 years, Ontario has ranked first or second for highway safety across all of North America. In fact, Speaker, in 2012, Speaker, the only other jurisdiction in North America that had a better record was the District of Columbia. Speaker, in 2013, the ministry did conduct the internal review of the winter maintenance program. As a result of that internal review, more equipment has been added, more oversight's been added. We have a new procurement out in the Kenora area, Speaker. We've accepted all 8 of the auditor's recommendations. And, Speaker, I've asked the auditor to come back in next year